Good morning, everyone. That's enough copyrighted music. No way. No way. Discord actually, the Discord bot actually promoted the video properly for once. That is crazy. That is crazy. Normally I have to do it myself. Okay. I'm going to be doing HandMade Hero today. We're continuing on with it. I still hope that this guy doesn't mind me doing this, using this video. But I guess we'll see in a few years when I get copyright striked. That's the best way to know. And I'm actually starting the stream quite early compared to the other days. So that means I'm going to finish earlier and have a good sleep schedule. Lars Linder, what's up, man? How you doing? How are you doing, brother or sister? I do not know who you are. Emacs? Okay. That's good, that's good. What are your plans? What are my plans? My plans, I'm going to be going on HandMade Hero today. Yeah, so I just need to set up the stream. Set up like I did on the last stream. I'm going to use both my monitors to... I'm going to display the HandMade Hero video on the right one and display on OBS as well somehow. And yeah, I'm just going to be continuing with that because the code forces problems, I normally do them at the start of the stream, like one per stream, but they take about an hour and a half to do just because I'm a bit slow sometimes. So I'd prefer to do this as I can learn much faster. So let's see. You're using Emacs now? Yes, I am using Emacs. I'm using it because HandMade, the guy that made HandMade Hero, what's his name? Casey, he uses it. So that's good. Now before I do anything else, I need to get music. That should be good. If you want a good TUI editor, get near him. Yeah, people keep on recommending that. I'm sure I will visit it one day. I'm gonna visit all of the editors, all of the popular ones. Moki, hello. Good evening, Moki. How are you doing, Moki? Moki. I was wondering when you'd appear. I got some coconut water this time. It will keep me more hydrated compared to normal water. that good then? Yeah. So let's set this up real quick. Yeah, that's it. And I have this Fallout thingy, this Fallout figure, and I just put my chat on this because I don't have enough screens to also view the chat. So this is the best method. Yes, near him, our Lord and Savior. Okay, that's loud enough. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shut your ass up. Alright, good. Let's see, is this setup going here?
This
Chill with cat. Actually, before I do that, I need to test something. So I'm gonna pause my monitor. I need to see if the donation system works. So I'm actually gonna tip myself. Like £1. Let's see. Let's see. I can't show the screen because obviously my bank details. That's fine, alright. Alright, hopefully you guys won't see my bank details. Bro, what is this? It worked. I put the £1 tip in from my bank account. And it didn't even show up. Well, it did show up, but it was broken. I gotta fix that before I move on. Because that's gonna annoy me the entire day. Moki, how you doing? Bro, what? I just artificially increased my revenue. Nobody donated, but I did. Okay, elements, overlays. widgets. So where are the people, man? Where are my mods? Where are the beautiful people of this earth? Overlays. Nope. Ah, here it is. I found it. Okay. So I found my stream elements overlay, but it is broken currently. It's broken. If I do that, I just made it worse. What about now? What you want to learn today? I'm doing Handmade Hero. I put it in the title. It should be there at least. Just continuing with the Windows header, with the Windows, whatever it's called. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. We have to keep on making those noises. They say coconut milk hydrates you. It does not hydrate me. Center widget. Okay, let's try now. Bro, wait. I should start watching the video now before all the experts come in the chat telling me what to do. I just got a notification on my phone from my bank saying that I spent £1. Code Gabe - tip. That just made it even worse, bruv. Let's try this one now. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Original, welcome to the stream. What are we doing today? Today we're doing Handmade Hero. Windows header, Windows library, Win32, that stuff. But before I do that, I need to fix my OBS overlays. And I also want my mods to get in. try this one. It worked, finally. Okay. Okay, we can move on. We can move on now. So, if I do that, yeah. I can turn on my second monitor so you guys can see it now, hopefully. Yeah. You guys can see the second monitor. And yeah, gonna be doing this. Alright. So open it and we'll get started straight away. No time wasting. Where did we get to last time? Let's see. I actually did a bit off stream. So if I can show you guys. If I put CMD here, will you be able to see it? Yeah? Okay, so. What was it? What was that Linux command people suggested I do, like last stream? What is it? Something with like a virtual Linux in the command prompt. Anyway, until I find out, I'm gonna use G++. Then Win30. Bro, what? After all this time, I still don't know my own directory structure. Okay, so now let's do G++ Win32 O. This color's ugly. I'm gonna go back to the green. Okay, and then app. And I also need to include this extra library. What was it called? It's gonna tell me. It's gonna give me an error message. Yeah, that's it. So it's called patblt. So pat or something with patblt. blt.lib, something like that. No. What is it? Patblt lib C++. What was it? Ah, that's it, GDI, okay. So I do dash GDI 32.lib, and then that will include the library, the files in that library, and it's gonna compile. What? Brother. Bro, it literally worked, man, before it worked. Okay. GPT will tell me. Where have you gone? LGDI. Oh, it's because I didn't put an L that. Yeah, I need to put an L. So LGDI 32.lib. Now it's gonna work. That's it. Yeah, because L for library. And I need a space apparently. What? This exact command prompt worked last time. So G++, the file -o app -l GDI32. Oh, I don't put the .lib at the end. Okay, that's it. GG's in the chat. All right, let's start this up. So, yeah, as I said, I did a bit off stream. So let's see. I managed to get a window come up, and I drew using the set pixel function. This little line there. I did that by myself. I didn't copy code from Casey. I just used my own knowledge. Merkomas. Good afternoon. Good evening, I mean. How are you doing, Merkomas? That's not blue, by the way. What color is this? It's pink. Okay. You were working for most today, but I was very productive, so I'm doing quite good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Being productive is always amazing. As long as you have fun as well. So hot. One sec. I need to check if my description's good. Yeah, it's alright. Got a Discord there. Okay, let's get started then.
Right here is our window callback. Now, first, and then we need to start drawing to our window the way that we actually want to start developing our own renderer, meaning something that will allow us to make our own buffer of pixels that we can write, basically our renderer any way that we want to work on, and then we need to basically give that to Windows so that it will display it in our window for us. And this won't necessarily be the most efficient way to render things on Windows, because nowadays everything goes.
Why is it so important it's color too? Because I like color too. It looks good.
Through the 3D graphics card.
And it makes me feel like a hacker. I'm joking. Anyways, seriously, I don't know where. I think this is from Turkey, right? This shirt is really bad. It's like fake. It's made of. What is it? What's the opposite of cotton? Polyester. I need to change it because I'm sweating my balls off, man. Sweating. You know, this country, England, it makes no sense. Right? England, it's freezing in the day, and then at the night time, it gets warm. Okay. Hopefully I wasn't gone too long.
Before we ever do anything involving the 3D graphics card or any of that stuff, like I said, I want to show you how to write everything from scratch yourself. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to use a slightly slower method, which is we're going to do all the rendering ourselves, and then we're going to put it to the screen. Okay, so this is sort of, in some sense, going back to the old days when this was actually how you had to write a renderer, because there really wasn't much in the way the graphics card could do for you. You wrote everything yourself to a buffer, and then you just told the graphics card, hey, this is the buffer that you need to display. And so that's basically what we're doing, and that's the first step in learning how to render. Is you want to look inside your zip. This
Yeah, I've seen that already.
right here is our window callback. Now you'll remember what we did last time was we made a little message loop here. Messages off the queue down here. Well, why can't we just call whatever function we want? And the reason, as we saw in the Q&A, is because Windows reserves the right to call us back at that window callback anytime it wants to. It does not have to do it inside this dispatch message. That's the sort of mental model that they were going for, is that they call us back inside dispatch message. But you who are following along at home, you know that when you run this application, you end up in a circumstance where there is really nothing you can do with it. You cannot close it. I mean, you can resize it and see our black-white alternating pattern that we decided to have in there just to make sure things were working. You know, you can do all that, but you cannot close the window. And so really, there's no way to exit this application without going back to the debugger and hitting Shift F5, or going into debug here and hitting stop debugging. And that is because we are not yet handling the close.
Where's the Raylib snake?
Message.
It doesn't exist.
Okay.
We don't talk about that.
So in order to handle the close message properly, there's a couple things that we have to do. The first thing is we want to go back here and take a look here at the loop that we created that's pulling these get messages off. Now, if you remember, if we go back to MSDN, and we looked at this the other day, but if we go back to MSDN, the documentation for get message,
I will do it at some point.
About what's going to happen when we call it. It says, in fact, it even gives some sample code down here. It basically says that there's a possibility of a return value of 0 if the WM quit message is posted, which is basically a way of Windows telling us that it wants our app to exit right away. But there's also the possibility of a negative 1, which means there was some kind of error in the get message and we should exit as well. So, given those two things, we checked for greater than 0. What that basically means is that if we want to exit this application at the moment, what we will have to do is basically get this thing to go ahead and get a WM quit message. And there's a really easy way that we can do that. We can actually tell Windows to just go ahead and post a quit message right on our queue.
Wait. We've been just doing print statements all this time, so let's see what post quit message he's talking about. Let me try to find it myself. Post quit message. Post quit message. Yeah. So all it is a exit code. Okay. If it's that simple, we should have done it ages ago, man. Post quit message. You should use AI slop instead of trying. Bro, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. It's clearly the superior option, man. So what would the exit code be? Where do I get the exit code from? Is that result? No, it wouldn't. Result would be WM_close. So. Oh, wait. I need to hard code that value, don't I? Because the user's actually pressing the close button. So I need to find what the positive exit code is. This value uses wparam. Really? So do I just put wparam in? Okay, let's see if it works. I'm gonna experiment by myself to see if it works without him telling me. That did not work. Let's try again. 0. Because it wants an integer. Wait, I'm so stupid. I didn't compile. I thought this was Python. I didn't compile. Let's try that again. So compile first. And then start up. If I press the X button, it should work, but it's not. So what I'm gonna do instead, 0. Compile. Oh no, you're trying to make a Windows only using a Windows API. Yes. I'm using just the Windows API. Okay. All that code did was crash my program, so let's see what he's gonna give us.
There you go. Now, if you take a look at post quit message in MSDN, again, always get used to MSDN. And by the way, I'll mention one other thing that someone wrote in and told me about that's pretty important.
Yeah, it takes, I think it's about 50 or something lines to make a window.
When you go to MSDN, we have not had this happen on the live stream, but somebody had it happen at home, where sometimes it'll come up with the documentation for Windows Mobile or something. And the reason that you care about that is because the documentation that we want has stuff like this in it, which says which version of the desktop Windows you want to use in order to support it, right? So we need to know that information. And we also need to know, sorry, I said that poorly. It says what the minimum supported desktop version is, so we know what our game can ship on minimally. So Windows 2000 Professional is the earliest thing we could ship on. No problem there. No one's using anything before XP these days. But you also have the library and the DLL name here, which we need to use to resolve unresolved symbols, and we saw that in the previous stream. So make sure you are actually looking at the desktop version of Windows.
Brother, hurry up.
You should say here, if you're not seeing things like minimum...
Yeah, a lot of people do say, including me, that he just waffles on so much. He wastes a lot of time. But it's worth it in the end. I don't know, who was it? Someone said on a podcast, if you watch just the first 30 days, the first 30 episodes of HandMade Hero, you don't need to watch the rest. The other 600 ones, you don't need to watch, just 30. The first 30 ones are good enough. Why not just use a library that does it for you? Because I want to understand how it works on the bare metal. I want to understand how it works at the bottom. Max Attack. What's up, Max Attack? You here to join us for some HandMade Hero.
Supported client Windows 2000 Professional or some other desktop version, then you need to make sure that you can switch to that. And I think you use the desktop.
Yeah, so I just realized that the OBS Studio configuration I was using, the second monitor was actually blocking the exit button. So I'm just gonna show you guys again what I've been doing. So when I press the exit button, it does actually output to the console the results message, the message that we got from the system, but it just crashes for now. I'm gonna tell you, this won't tell you anything, it's just magic functions and struct being passed around. At least it was in C. Well, I wanna make apps as well. I wanna make software on Windows too. So learning this would help me as well.
Top technologies here, develop desktop, I don't know. MSDN changes so frequently, it's hard to say. Hopefully sometime during the stream we'll have the mobile one come up and I can sort of fuss around with it and get us to the right place, but there you go. All right, so post quit message basically posts an exit code as part of the quit message, and the exit code is just something that if we were posting this quit message in some kind of an error situation, it's basically just a way that we can...
Bro, you could only do apps in Windows. Just learn Qt.
Sneak a little numeric value
in the future, man.
Into that quit message.
Take things one at a time.
Message, WM quit. It's basically a thing here that just is opaque to us. But when we do that post quit message, we'll be able to get this exit code.
Oh wait. Let's try this. Let's try this. Nope, did not work.
back out if we really wanted it. Now, we don't care about any of this stuff.
I'm trying to find a solution before he tells me the answer so I can learn
We're a
better.
game, and games don't interact with Windows in hardly at all, basically. But if we did care, we would start to think about, oh, do we need to pass error codes back and all these sorts of things. We don't care about that at all. All we want to do is post a WM quit message in response to WM close so that we will fall out of this loop. Now, there's two things we could have done here. And I will show you how to do the second one as well, because it's probably a little more proper, even though, again, as a game, we don't really care. So let me compile that. Let's go ahead in here, and we'll go ahead and set a breakpoint on that line. Here's our HandMade Hero app. When I close it, you will notice we get this post quit message. And when I hit F10 to step over that, I'm going to set another breakpoint down here just so we can see. When I go ahead and step over that, it has now posted that WM quit in our queue.
I'm going to do a few episodes of this HandMade Hero thing.
Now,
see how far it gets me, and then I'll move on.
So this message result will come.
I'm not doing a lot of it, don't worry. Just a 30 max maybe.
Back as false.
And even then I'm going to be doing it solo, not on stream. Because it's a lot of him talking.
Eventually. Now remember, there's other messages in this queue, so it won't come back right away. But after a while, when we hit F5, we will get into a situation that message result is in fact false or 0, and we hit our break. Break breaks us out of the infinite for loop, which is this guy right here, and it ends the program. Now you may be asking me, or ready to ask me.
Would this count as a reaction stream? No, because I am...
Or if you are...
Well, no, yeah, it is a reaction, but it's a reaction to me learning.
One of those people out there who is very, very C++ focused or object-oriented focused, you may be having a fit right now, and that is okay. I apologize for that. I hope that it does not cause you too much mental anguish, but you will be upset because you will note that I did not close my window. Now, one of the things that people like to do a lot in object-oriented programming languages is they like to make sure that they always have completely symmetric construction and destruction or acquisition and release of their resources. And what that means is that every time you make something, such as create window EX, where we made a window, or register window class, where we registered a window class, you want to make sure that if there is some way to clean that up, that you do so. They do that even if there is no need to clean it up. Now, I would love to rag on people who do.
The compiler's always holding me back because I like using goto, which it hates. Yeah. I mean, the only reason I have this C in is so it keeps the window alive. Because otherwise it just closes the app and I can't see what is outputted.
Do that. I'd love to say some disparaging things right now, but here's the honest truth. I was one of those people. I was one of those people for acquisition and releasing in waves. A big cause.
So he's talked for a few minutes and he's done 0 code. Sick.
All right. So we are letting our window die. The reason I said there's a little bit of an oddity here is because we handled the WM close message and not the WM destroy message. We left the WM destroy message floating, sort of blowing in the breeze, if you will. And so if you want to be a little more...
Wait, what? Since when did we have WM destroy? I've never seen that one. Close activate app paint. Ah, he must have added it in, like, now. Where is the Windows hate? Bro, they will be coming, don't worry. They're probably just eating their dinner or something like that. Obviously not having a shower. They're doing something. I hope they come. They're really fun people. Genuinely. Because every time we have debates, I do learn quite a lot. I always like hearing other people's, well, especially more advanced people than me. I like hearing their input. I have a, bro, where? I don't have a WM destroy. Ah, wait. Why is his WM destroy lower than mine?
Appropriate, if or a little more said, there's a little bit of it.
Wait, what? He moved it. I already have WM destroy, but he just moved his up or down.
An oddity here is because we handled the WM close message and not the WM destroy message. We left the WM destroy message floating, sort of blowing in the breeze, if you will. And so if you want to be a little more appropriate or a little more clean here, you could do something like this, where you pass both of them. Or if you want to
I'm making HandMade hero using the Windows API.
satisfy even the sort of try to tidy
It's a
everything
lot of torture, Jay, but
up sort of way of doing things, you could even call
It's
the
fun.
destroy window, which closes your window and kills it, right here. Or
okay. Wish I knew that from the beginning. Destroy window, and then it takes the handle window data type, which we have stored as window. So now let's compile it, brother. See if it works. It works. Sick. It works. Application finished. See you guys next stream.
you can do something even more pernicious, and it is probably honestly what I am going to recommend that we do, which is that we are going to instead talk about actually having a variable that controls the loop down at the bottom so that it will exit on its own. So basically what
Wait. We've been streaming for 42 minutes. Bro, how's that possible?
we're going to do here
Time
is
flies when you're
inside
having
our
fun.
statement that used to be an infinite loop, we are basically just going to say while we are running. And this will give us a global Boolean flag that we can go ahead and kill anytime we want to. And we're going to talk about this in one quick second. But basically what we're going to do here, actually I'm going to initialize this in the way that I normally do.
Okay, I don't know why he's using a static, but I'll just follow his method.
What we're going to do is we're basically going to have a giant a Boolean global that says whether we're still running, and when we go to close the app, or if our window gets destroyed for some reason, we are going to set it to false so that we exit. Now in the future, we probably will not actually do these things directly. What we will probably do instead, and the reason that I'm setting up this Boolean here, is we will probably only really do this setting running to false somewhere else. We'll have to do it somewhere else. So for now, it's going to be a global, but in the future we may move it. So this is a global for now. And the reason I say
I'm not going to be using that. There's no need.
that is because the user may try to close our application, and we may not want to actually close the application. We may want to pop up something inside the game that says, are you sure you want to exit, or something like that, in case they may lose progress in their game. If it's like some kind of a roguelike situation where we're not going to save it, we may need to do something there. So we probably want to exit here. And with WM destroy,
Original, you can change static variable values. It is possible. Well, I mean, it is the point of the static. No. Static and const are different words, different meanings. Static just keeps it in memory, but you can change static variables.
that is what happens when our window gets destroyed. And honestly, we may want to treat that case as an error. Let's say our window gets destroyed somehow that we did not foresee. We may want to flag that and go try to recreate our window later. So I'm going to do both of these as well. And really, this whole structure.
This guy, what's his name? Casey, he keeps on going. Go. It's so funny. Well, anything declared in global scoped is kept in memory, right? Yes. As long as the application's running, it is kept in memory, and unless you delete it.
is going to be largely placeholder code for when we come back a little later and handle this with a message, and or I should say to the pass on the Windows platform later, which will be much later when we're going through and tightening everything up and making. Let's talk about this global.
Actually, he's going to talk about global variables, so let's listen to what he says. So why would we make a global scope variable static? Wouldn't do nothing. That's exactly what I'm thinking, alright? That's exactly my thought process original, and that's why I deleted it. I'm not using it for now. And he said we're not even using it, so I don't see the point of having this variable initialized. So let's see what he's going to explain himself right now, so let's see what he has to say.
I am not averse to global variables, but I am also not a huge fan of them either. The dogma that says you should never have a global variable, I certainly don't buy into, but there is a reason that dogma came about, and a lot of the points are pretty valid. Basically, something we'll be trying to do to avoid making mistakes is we will be trying to avoid having code that should not be touching things, touch those things, for lack of a better term. And so the more we can make our code very clear.
By the way, welcome everyone new to the stream. I hope you're all doing well.
About what it can and can't access, the better. And that is where global variables really pose a problem, because since anyone can touch it at any time, it makes it rather difficult for us to see. So
Hi, I'm an oligarchist. What does that mean? I do not know, and I don't think I wanna find out. None of them. Are you a C fanboy? I mean, look. Technically, I am learning C right now, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna search up what that word means on my phone just in case it's something vulgar. I don't want to expose chat to it. Oh, that is such a vulgar word. Bro. It's got the word job in it. Government job. It's got government in it. We don't do governments, do we, chat? What's that phone? It's an ugly phone, that's what it is. Super ugly. It only cost me £200 though. It's a Honor Slim 6. Something like that. I just bought it because it was Android, really. C is the best, but then C++ is better. Also, no one's voting Rust. Crazy. Like 2 people. MD, it's not vulgar, I was making a joke. Because it had the word government in it. Will. We got Will in the chat. Everyone say hi to Will. Right. One sec. Okay. Back to this.
This is something that in our Windows code right now is totally harmless. It is just a thing that controls exiting from the loop. Our Windows code is always going to be a little bit janky because it is interfacing with Windows, and Windows is not designed particularly well. It's not a very good API. So I am not concerned.
You just said it's not a good API and he's teaching us it.
about doing things like using globals in the Win32 platform layer. Most of our code will not be in that layer, and most of our code will not be touching anything that are global in there, to say the least. They will not even really know that it is there. So it is not really that big of a deal, but even so, I will probably move this out of globals at some point just so I can have a much clearer idea of exactly who can change running and when. So, that said,
put it in a class, make it private, and make it object-oriented. That's what we should do. I only have 3 GitHub contributions today. Am I cooked? Yes.
More about globals in the future, because we will have some more things to
Minimum 6 or 7,
say,
something like that.
Even on this very episode, but for now we're going to go ahead and use them, because a lot of times you will use things as you lever code up into a working state, and then you sort of solidify it down, and you may start to pull things out that were GDI as little as possible.
Okay, it's been about 20 minutes in this series, and he's done like 0 programming. He's done 0 programming. I might have to reconsider this this course. Python is better? For what? Do I go ship some features while watching? I mean, if you can be a good mod and ship as well, go on.
Basically what we want it to do is take a bitmap that we have already rendered.
For software? Well, what kind of software? If you're talking about data science and AI, then yes. But if you're talking about efficient software, like memory efficient, then no. Python sucks for that. And it's super slow.
Using our own code and all of our own techniques, and just display it to our window. In order to do that, we have to basically ask Windows to allocate a bitmap buffer for us that we can write into, something that's in a format that it is comfortable with us.
Will, this course is made for beginners with a little bit of programming experience. And I'd hope that my 3 years in programming in Python and a few other languages as well has given me some sort of knowledge, at least.
Handing back to it, then we will write into it and tell it to go ahead and display.
Am I Scottish? Nah, me, I'm not Scottish, me.
Now, this
Linux.
a bunch of Windows stuff. Down all of the things.
Linux, actually, wait. I'm gonna pause this stream right now. Linux, you aired me. Where is it? Should I ban Linux right now? Am I Slavic? I'm Romanian. I'm Balkan, Eastern European. Anyways, Linux, you ignored me. Should I ban him? I need to ban this guy from the chat, man. Should I ban him? Say right now. Look at this, look at this. He did not respond to my message. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or not. You sound like you come from northern region of Britain. Bottle of water. No, I actually live in the south. I live in the south of England. Finally. Finally. Brother finally responded. Finally. Finally. Finally, bloody man. You saved yourself from getting banned this time. Sister from another mister. But yeah.
That I wanted to remember to tell you, so I'm going to open my notebook here and hope that I don't. They're kind of a little scattershot in the notebook, but hopefully I'll remember them all as we go through it. So.
I don't care if you were busy, brother.
Here's what we're going to do. Let me give you the big picture. Basically what we are going to do is we are going to ask Windows at some point, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of type these out here as functions. We are going to
Bro, what does internal mean? This guy's just putting keywords without telling us what it means, man.
have a function.
What is your job? Bro, I am keeping that secret. I can't expose myself like that. You were busy all day? I don't care. Have you ever tried competitive programming like Code Forces? Yeah. I've got it right here on my tab. If you check out yesterday's stream, go on the channel and check out yesterday's stream, you're gonna see I did Code Forces right in the first bit.
It's basically called resize div section, and div section is the name. It's called DIB, device independent bitmap. That is actually the name that Windows uses to talk about things that you.
Be happy I clicked like. Linux, I expect you to click like. Okay, this handmade hero thing is pretty bro, why do you want to shout out so much, man? Guys, we're gonna give a shout out to Pirate right now. I'm gonna pause the stream specifically for Pirate. Let's see. One sec. Here. Pirate 789. Here's your shout out. Everyone give this man a hug, give this man a subscribe, high five, you know what I mean? He wants shout outs, he wants high fives, he wants hugs, kisses, everything. Everything under the moon. Just provide it to brother. Finally. Be happy I clicked the what? What kind of emoji is that? Linux, what emoji is that? What the hell? Guys, click like or expect me to be at your window. Just join the Discord as... So there was a C++ rank. If there is a C rank, I need it. Hey bro, you wish to be a game dev? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I've passed my game dev phase in my life, man. I'm not going back there again. I had that years ago. Original. I can put it. What was that? Andrew subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Do you do Unity? I used to. Bro, what kind of emoji is this? What kind of monkey emoji is this? Okay, we're gonna sidetrack for a second. I need to cover my second monitor. And I'm gonna do some Discord configuration to make someone a little bit happy. Where is it? Okay. So see. You'll send on Discord. Linux, what are you sending on Discord? Okay, so I said C and it's giving me C++. What the hell? This one, okay. I can do this one. Switch up a bit. The emoji, okay. The real C logo is the book. Alright. I'll try that one. I'll find it somewhere. Is this good enough? Is this good enough? 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. No, it's not good enough. Try a different one. Try a different one. Yes. Just search the book. I did search the book, man. I'm just gonna use this one. Whatever. Okay. Zig. Well, don't tell me you program in Zig as well. I do not believe you're that impressive. Okay. What's wrong with my beloved Zig? I literally didn't even complain about Zig. What are you talking about? He might just be Terry Davis' second coming. We get paid the most on average. Who's we? You're 15. Brother, you're 15 years old. You ain't getting paid nothing. You're not even allowed to work. In the UK, you gotta be 16 to have a job. What's this? I need to upload an emoji on Discord. See. Okay. I know you guys aren't seeing anything I'm doing, but can I show this? I think I can. Right, this is what I got so far. I will put the other languages later. So I'm gonna also I do get paid just in crypto. And who owns your crypto account? Your mum, your dad. Because you got to be 18 for that as well. See. Okay. Save. Okay. Discord should be updated now. Okay, if you go to select your roles channel, you're gonna have a C thingy, a C emoji. I'm actually gonna react to it as well because technically I am learning C. So yeah. Yeah. No, I use a shady crypto broker who doesn't operate on the light web. Then it connects to my ledger. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Bro. Linux, I do not. I don't know what to feel about that Linux. Yeah. What? Gabe. Since you're Romanian, I will start to worship you. You are officially my god as of now. The only God we have is our Lord Jesus Christ. Angry black cat meme. Hi, mate. Stop procrastinating. I can't help it. I can't I can't help procrastinating. Which code editor am I using? GNU Emacs. GNU Emacs. It should be on the top left of the screen. I'm waiting for Z editor to be released for Windows as well. Keep programming, I believe in you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Why 15 views but only 2 like, Gabe? Gabe will cry if you don't like. Bro, likes do not matter. If people want to watch, they can watch. Now I'm going to open my second monitor. What's faster than VS Code? Oh, Z. All right.
You can write into as bitmaps that it can then display using GDI. Okay. We're going to have a function that basically resizes the div section or initializes it if it's never been created before. And basically what we will do is every time we get a WM size message which says that our window's size has changed, we will basically call that. So we will basically force it to create an entirely new div section that is the correct size, so it is the size of the entire window. Now, we won't quite...
Okay. I have officially lost the plot. I don't know what on earth this guy's talking about. Define internal static, define local persist, define global variable static. Okay, I'm gonna sidetrack myself. Use punch cards. I program in hex, man. When you guys aren't looking, I go on my laptop and I program in hex. I program and I just convert it into binary. I'm just putting an act on for you guys. So, what I want to do is I need to get the RGB value for blue. Zero 255. Oh, I'm so, bro. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. It's RGB. You strike your RAM with radiation to write your program. How much I know about the preprocessor? Well, I know about inclusion of header files, forward declaration, other C++ files that you can include. Yeah. Specs of my PC. Go on my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you want to send the link, you have to do it in the Discord server. Because YouTube doesn't allow you to send links. So if you want to send the link, you got to go through there. But yeah, if you want to see the specs of my PC, go on my setup tour on my YouTube channel. it's in the video section. You'll see what specs I have there in the description.
Might probably want to do exactly.
Okay, yeah, back to what I was doing. I need to get a few different colors. So, okay. Color ref, and then we get, no, so that's blue, right? We get red. Color ref. So I just use the set pixel function. The first parameter is the device context, which is up here, HDC device context. And that just it uses the window handle and the address of the paint variable, which is a paint struct. And then with this, I should be able to, I want to paint like a smiley face or something on the screen. So we got blue. Bro, why is this capitalized? Green. That's it. Okay. Let's see what this does then. Because the coordinates are really destroyed on this system. Okay, we got this. What is this? We got like what is that called? We have a 90-degree right angle triangle here. What's that called? I did this in GCSE. In my GCSE maths exam, we had a line exactly like this. It was perpendicular to each other, and you had to find out like the area or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is the start of me building my face, right? So I want to draw a face. Let me show you. Let me show you what I want to do. I want to draw a face like something like this. Something like this. Alright. So, oh, why have I got 7 Discord messages? Bro, what's going on here? What the hell? Bro, what the hell? Oh, I just leaked the group chat messages. I forgot I was streaming for that. Oh no. My friends are gonna hate me. Alright. CPP reference. This is basically what C++ uses. What the final code they get sent to the compiler is. Wait, so when it compiles, it goes through the lexer first. I think it's called the lexer. Where it like passes through all of the code and checks if it's right. For the compilation. Okay. The result of pre-processing is a single file, which is then passed to the actual compiler. The pre-processing directives control the behavior of the preprocessor. Each directive occupies one line and has the following format: hashtag and then a standard directive name. So like include. Yeah. Anything that has a hashtag in it. There's 2 new members on Discord, yeah. Thank you for the announcement, Linux. I just execute the program in my head. ICPP. What? How can C++ be better to learn than F dot what? Than Rust? UCP. Will, do you want to get banned? Brother, do you want to get banned? Seriously. I thought we left those year 7 jokes back in year 7. C equals C therefore better. You're alright, thanks. Okay. Cool. So. It basically turns your file. Whoa. It basically turns all your files into a single set of CPP instructions, yeah. Guys, we've got Emil in the chat. Everyone welcome Emil. You're basically year 7, yeah. I mean, you're small like a year 7, so yeah. I hate both options, sort of, but C++ lets me write C pretty much and gives me operator overloading. Exactly. C++ better than Rust. Oh. Ain't no way we got your mum jokes in 2025. Everyone welcome Emil. See, Linux is a good girl. She welcomed Emil. Everyone needs to do that now. Do that right now, everyone. While I make my beautiful face. What the fuck? Emil, the goat of getting the goat of getting rage baited by Gabe. Yes, brother. Currently, I mean, I was supposed to be doing this HandMade hero, but he started waffling out of his ass, like absolutely waffling. So I decided to make my own face using the Windows API. So yeah. But what is this beef going on in the chat? Why has chat got beef, man? Can we just program in peace? Is this what we call modern art? Bro, can you not tell that I'm like Da Vinci's son? Wait, is that right? Leonardo da Vinci. I'm this guy's son. He's Italian. Porco Dio, mamma mia. Io sono di Roma. Pero je parle un peu de français avec mes amis. Alors. Anyways, let's get back to this. So, we have red, blue, and green. Sérieusement? Ah, tu parles en français? Oui, oui. Oui, mais... what the hell is it called? J'ai étudié le français, la langue française à l'école. Pendant 2 ans. 2 ans. Alors on danse, anyways. So, 1, 2. We have two pixels which are perpendicular. So if we do another set pixel, we access the device context variable. If I can spell it, please. Please, come on, man. Can I spell it? Okay. So. I'm using the counter to draw it, by the way. since the counter variable changes, I can use that in the X and Y coordinates to change also the, you know what I mean, the pixels. What are you using C++ for after you get good? Bro, who is good in C++? Even, what's his name? Terry Davis. No one is good at C++. C++, you're going to be forever average. You're going to be forever crap. But yeah, seriously, I want to be doing software development, software engineering, reverse engineering, hacking, robotics, that kind of stuff. So if we do 800 then, 800 minus counter, 800 plus counter, and then we got blue again. No, red. Let's just see the difference between this so we can differentiate about what's going on. What's actually going on? Okay, start up. Okay, now we just have another perpendicular line. That's not what we want. It's not what we want. Okay, wait. I have an idea. If I do plus instead of minus, that might make it go in the other direction. So let's compile it again. Max, what is cool? What is cool? That did not work. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Bro, what is going on? The window's cool, yeah it is. Do you know why it's cool? It's because I'm cool. Anyways, are we learning coordinate systems now? Well, what is it? You did not expect me to get this far. Mods ban him right now. Mods ban him right now. This guy's so rude. No, I'm joking. But the coordinates, right, is 0, 0 in the top left. I mean, there's nothing else to learn about it. It's simple. But yeah, it's not working. I'm confused why a little minus symbol messes up everything. Maybe I need a for loop for each individual like vertex. Hide the goats. Get an Arduino kit. I will when I want. I'll get an Arduino definitely. Because Arduinos use C++. So that would be perfect for moi. Okay. I think it's time to start thinking about triangles. You know, that's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. How do you make the program take 3 points and draw lines between them? You can't. Well, you can obviously, but set pixel, it only accepts 2 arguments for the placing of coordinates. It's just X and Y. And then the color. And we need the handle to the device context. So you got Linux, you got a free one off your school. Yo, send me that one. Real quick. Are you in? Wait. If I guess you're still in Romania, that would be really lucky of you to get it because I'm pretty sure they're underfunded. So I don't know how a school in Romania would be able to support, like giving them out for free. But if you're in England, I would, or like a bigger country, I would understand that. My school will definitely have some. Will, you're in England. Of course you go to private school. Will, send me some. I'm joking, I'm joking. The problem is filling the space in the triangle. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to do that to begin with. Like, I'll show you what I want, man. This is all I want to do. You can calculate what pixels to switch. That's how graphics work. Yeah. You'll go to school. Isn't it called gymnasium? Gymnasium? Bro, we live in England. We don't use whatever that is. Whatever that particular dialect is, my brother. Okay. I'm going to try a different way then. I'll have a different for loop for each thingy. So, what is it? Okay. If I copy this one, now we have 3 vertexes. Am I even using that word? Look, I'm trying to be smart, right? I'm trying to use the word correctly. Let's see. Vertex. That's the point on the line. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I might be using it correct. What am I doing? What am I coding? Bro, I'm literally trying to code a face. I'm trying to draw a face using the window API. And my voice is starting to break again. Okay, we got this blue line here. Now I want to do the same for the opposite direction. Therefore, if we double the values, so let's hit 200, 200. You've never heard of gymnasiums? I have, but we don't use that word, that phrase in England. Okay. Okay. So I have the line going upwards now, but I just want it to appear down here. I don't want it up there, I want it up here, down there. I need 10 contributions to get fully green thing on GitHub. Am I the strange one here? Submit AI slot, man. Just do that. Listen to original. The vertex is whatever 2 angles connect. X. So I just go, let's say 800. And try that again. Yeah, just push an empty file, man. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Okay. Let's say 900. No, let's say 1,000, and then I need to go way down lower on the y-axis. So I wish I had a macro for compiling the code much faster. All right. So let's go down on the y-axis. Let's say 900. Apparently that did nothing. Oh, it's because I didn't compile it. All right. See, it keeps on happening. I run the app, but I don't compile it. Okay. 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 Let's say 1,000 again. Have you tried using a nested for loop? That sounds like a good idea. But I'm gonna just try my method first. Yeah, well, you do need to push yourself. Don't listen to anyone saying to use AI slop, including me. Okay, here it is. Okay, I just realized the OBS is actually blocking half the screen. So if I do that, that should be good now. So we have the smile ready for the face. Now I need to draw the eyes. Let's do this. Which library am I using? I'm using Windows.h and IOStream. But I don't use IOStream for anything apart from just debugging. Okay. So back here. I think 600 and 600 would be good. Now, I don't need to increment the y-axis. The y-axis just stays the same. So if I remove the plus count on the y-axis, it will just increment the x-axis and go like that. And I want to change the color to be red. Now, if I do that twice, that will create 2 sets of eyes. And I'll do this one at like 1200, just so they're equally spaced apart. Don't mind my hand gestures. I'm just trying to be Italian. What can I say? Okay, here. Bro, they are not eyes. These are not eyes. These are not eyes. What am I making? Brother, I'm drawing a face. I'm literally just drawing a face. I'm literally just drawing a face using Windows API. You have a fire setup idea, let's see. Am I too late? Arnold, you are never late. We always want Arnold in the stream. If you're a gamer, tell me what's your favorite game, Arnold? What's your most prized possession of a game? I have a fire setup idea. Alright. Spit out. Spit out, girl. 2 stacked 54-inch Neo G9 OLEDs, then find a screen that vertically fits the height perfectly while in portrait. You wish you were high. Private school students can't get high. You can't find a dealer over there, mate. Football. Geometry Dash. Original. Who asked you? Who asked you? But yeah. I'm joking. I always want your opinion, original. Okay, so eFootball. I've never heard of this game in my life. I'm getting sidetracked just 1 second. Because I need to see what Arnold is talking about. Yo, why don't you just play FIFA? Bro, what the hell? Bro, what is this? What is this, man? Will, my brother from another mother, do you think that it costs a lot to get high? Obviously, depending on the quality of your strain, the price varies. You're starting HandMade Hero right now. I pray for you, Linux. I pray for your brain cells. However, I go to academic private, not snobby private. Okay, good. It's a great, trust me. Why don't you play FIFA, man? Here we just sniff glue. My drug is learning C++. It makes me feel like I'm on MDMA. I just want to jump out the window. To get the grade of cocaine. Okay, can we stop talking about drugs, please? Can we like stop talking about drugs? Do you guys play chess? Yes, I play chess. In fact, I play chess. Let me show you something. In my complete library, I have this chess for beginners. So if you guys want it, 5 million subscribers. Then I'll do a giveaway. Do you want pull-ups? How many pull-ups do you want? How many pull-ups do you want me to do? I'm not building chess. I'm not building chess. No way, Jose. In your dreams, I'm building chess. Not in my current knowledge. Okay, well the eyes are good. Alright, what's this? We won 15 wide since you did 10 last time. I'm not doing it wide. I think you should stop drawing 1,000 and instead use the window size to determine how to draw a line of certain length. Sir Linton, that is a very smart and intelligent idea, which I do not currently have the brain cells to capacitate. Because I mean, yeah, it's a good idea. I just wanna make it work first, and then I'll optimize it after. Okay, I'll put this like 300, and then. Oh wait, I know why. Okay, I know why it's overlapping on the eyes. It's because I do it too much. So if I do 200 there, and then 200 there, and then that would be like 800. Let's compile it again and see what happens. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. You want me to do 15 normal pull-ups? I run out of water. I used to rush my own coding language. I used Rush to create my own coding language. I do prefer Rust. Fair enough. Get your coconut water. Rust, okay. Okay, looks like we're doing a calisthenics stream. Do competitive programming. I do code forces sometimes. Look at the previous streams. Look at the stream I did yesterday and the days before. There are some. I mean, it's not competitive, but it's still programming. Right. Alright, let's do some aura farming right now. How many said 15? Yeah, we did code forces. We did it for a few days. Alright. Let's hope I don't bang my head on the ceiling this time. This camera's so bad. Bro, I'm actually gonna punch this camera out the window. Okay. You subscribed? Thank you. We don't talk about that. I need to warm up first because otherwise I don't want to get like broken arms. He just messaged me. Roaming. Bro, let me do my pull-ups, man. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 for warm-up set. I'm gonna wait a minute and then I'm gonna do the actual set. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on in chat. Oh, that's so bright. Alright, let's see. Speedrunner, want to see a snippet of my print statement from my coding language? Yeah, go on. Let's see your print statement from your coding language. It's 59 lines for a simple print. Commence initiation sequence of program invocation ceremony for print declare. Bro, what? Bro, what is this? What is this, man? You're worried about the chains? Don't worry, there for you. Alright, so. Okay. That might be worse than assembly. Nah. Brain fuck. That's the best one. Nothing's worse than that. Backflip, no. I'm not speed, man. I'm not ISO speed. I'm not doing that. $15. Leg day when? Leg day was actually last Friday, but I skipped it due to unforeseen reasons. Drum and bass. I love myself some drum and bass. Should we get back to programming or what? Because I think I'm losing people's attention spans. I mean, I did what I wanted to do. I drew the face. Can you guys even see that? Or is it too light? Bro, I'm not showing you on monitors, man. Right, fine. What's all this? What's all this? This is Will's Discord server. This is Will's Discord setup, whatever it's called. He's got 3 monitors of some girls, and then he's got 3 different monitors of a different girl, and yeah. Click the link. It's gonna be a virus, man. He likes programming socks. He likes socks in general, mate. Multi-monitor calculator. Hey Will, do you know what else is 57 inches? Can we whip out the year 7 jokes? I'm gonna whip you if you don't stop. Well, we've lost 8 viewers because of you. Wait, who was it? Who told me to do the 15 pull-ups? It's all your fault. We lost all the viewers. Okay. So the preprocessor, yeah, it processes before the compilation, basically. I mean, I kind of want to make this face a bit more, a bit less racist. A bit, let's see, 1, 2, 100. Let's see. Try this one. Okay, that's good. What do you guys think of my happy face? Of my drawing face? Is the music done? No. Okay. Looks uncanny. I think I might put this on GitHub, you know? This is like my treasure. It's my treasury. I'm gonna give this down to my grandkids. We can add a beard as well, look. I basically made a drawing application. All right. Might need plastic surgery. Well, we can't be saying that. Look, this guy's like a Discord moderator. I'm gonna add a few more chins to his setup. That's it. That's it. Okay, so he's got beard hair. He's got neck hair. He's got the sideburns. Yeah, he's got QR codes. Sick. Your face is rounder than that. This isn't my face. This is another person's face. See if get window rect or get client rect gets you the correct drawing size. That way you can start drawing in relative terms, which is how the graphics card usually prefers the data. We are not, Serialton, we're not using the graphics card though, we're using the CPU. I got programming in school, but we learn C# and I only understand C. Huh? You learn C#, but you only understand C. If you understand C, then C# is going to be very easy to understand. C is basically just a bunch of functions and objects. C# is extremely object oriented. It's good practice. A lot of UI design is done in relative as well, so it's good to get used to it. Yeah, you're right. No, Emil, I wasn't talking about C, I was talking about C#. C# is very object orientated. I was talking about C#. Anyway, I'll get my beautiful man out of the screen. C# it's probably one of the easiest languages ever, in my opinion. Okay, what is it? So get window rect. Okay, I need to pop up MSDN. Pop it up a little quickly. So what'd you say? Get window rect. Let's search for some documentation. Okay, it's not there. Get window rect, it returns a bool. We need a handle to the window and a long pointer rectangle. A rect structure that receives the screen's coordinates on the upper left and lower right corners of the window. Okay. So, what was the other one you said? Get client rect. I think this one would be good enough. Get window rect. C is consistent while C# feels like throwing paint at the wall. The link library makes it fun to use. Board Game Maker, welcome. Let's see, what's on the poll? What's the poll doing? We got 77 votes, and 77% of people are saying C++ is better than Rust in the chat. You do mostly C# these days. Nice. If the function succeeds, it returns anything that's not 0. If it fails, you get 0. Okay. In conformance with conventions for the rect structure, the bottom right coordinates of the rectangle are exclusive. In other words, right and bottom lies immediately outside the rectangle. Sick. So, your mum needs tech support, I'll be back. Moki, seriously. They should learn how to watch YouTube tutorial. Moki, are you actually complaining about me reading documentation. Now that's a new level of complaining that I haven't seen before in my life. Complaining about reading documentation is... I gotta give you a round of applause for that. I did a small Windows lib in C++, was inspired by GLFW. What, you just casually made your own library? Windows library. Well done, boy. So. What is it? Get Windows, okay. So what does it return? It's 0. Chords equals get window rect. So we need the handle to the window, which is just window. Oh, bro, wait. Okay. So we just need to just get the window, right? Window, and then LP rect. I need to make a rect. Wait, I'm not doing this right. How do I make a rect? HLSL. HLSL documentation. What's that? High level shader language. It's a proprietary shading language. So it's not open source. Why would you learn if it's not open source? It's proprietary. Was the lib cross-platform? Have you used SFML? I don't know what that means. SFML. No, I've never used that in my life. No, I just mean all languages are cool. It's all about how you use them. You did great. Thank you. Only Wayland, but I did set it up to support other platforms. LRECT. I mean, this one is saying LP rect, so it wants a pointer as well. Many things are open source. We're talking about. Okay, let's just try this one. LP rect. LP rect. Long left, top right. But I don't know what the coordinates are. I'm using this function to get them. Just call it rect. Okay. It's good to learn if you want a game dev job. Most Maya devs work on it. I do not want a game dev job. It's a graphics library, yeah. Okay. X is position on x-axis, y is y-axis. Yeah, but is it relative or absolute? That's the real question. Oh, we got 23 people in the stream. That's crazy. Welcome everyone to the stream. No, absolute. It's relative. Okay. Are you trying to learn game dev? No, no game dev. I'm not learning game dev. No. That was years ago. I've skipped that part of my life, man. I've passed it. Okay. Bro, what parameters do I use? Okay, I know it's equals and then tag rect. It seems like it's tag rect. Oh, wait. What is this one? It wants LP rect. Yeah, okay. And then how do you define? This is how you define LP rect, apparently. Bro, this don't make sense. This don't make sense. This gets appointed to an LP rect, which means it has to be defined already. Bro, I'm so confused. To get relative, we just assume the size of the rectangle is 1 in both axes. It wants to feed it to you to assign data to it. Do I hard code values or put it in a... Aren't there any examples? Maybe. Let's see. Rect L. No, I don't believe there are any examples. So I don't initialize it to anything, I just do that. Okay. And then I get rect. Yeah. Okay, now what? Let's see if we can stdc out chords. Bro, where's my thing gone? I press 2 random buttons and it just goes away. I think it's in the buffer. That's okay. We can all relax. The code's not gone. Okay, now back here. Win 32. What am I, bro? What? I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Okay. My PC's starting to fly off. Opening VS Code is like starting a jet turbine engine. Okay. Okay. We got bro here. Let's call him Jeffrey, right? We got Jeffrey. Am I self-taught? Yes, I am. But I did the computer science for GCSE in England. And I'm currently studying T-level software development at my college. You hate YB Live. Your body wants Visual Studio. I think my body wants something else, which I'm not gonna say. But yeah. So I think that just printed 0. So coords, that returned 0. So that, yeah, so it returned the ball like we said it would. Let's go back to the documentation. Yeah, it did return the bool. What does 0 mean again? If the function fails, the return value is 0. We failed. Yeah, I'm doing college at 17. Is that surprising? Run get last error after. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Very good idea. There's an example down there. Where? Oh, wait, no. That's to initialize a dialog box. We don't want a dialog box. You silly Billy, Linux. You thought you were smart. Can you see the definition of LP rect? I'm wondering if it's a pointer. Yes, we can. Probably. LP rect. MSDN. I think it's just this one. I don't know where to see the actual definition of that. LP rect. It's somewhere here probably. Let's see. No, it's not there. Wait. Porco Dio. Why are you saying meow? Meow, 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 meow. Anyways, so let's see what that does. That single struct declaration has multiple names. LP rect has a star next to it in the declaration. That means it's a pointer. Yes. It's code 0, so it's still failing. Gabe is transforming into his real self. Gabe is his real self. LP rect. Oh, I found it. I actually found it. No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't find it. I thought I found it, but it's just like a definition. It doesn't show you how to write it. LP rect is just a pointer to rect. Wait a second. So I need to define rect, and then I store the pointer in LP rect. Okay. So let's make a pointer variable, and we'll store that to pointer rect, and then we'll store that in rect, which we're going to just make now. I'll make this a bit bigger so you guys can see. So that is actually a pointer variable. Absolute bomboclat, alright? So. Now I need to make a... Is it tag rect? Come on, I've got momentum. Let's build this up. LP rect. A pointer to rect structure. So it's calling it a rect structure, but here it's calling it tag rect. That's really annoying. It's really annoying. Rect. Do you know why Windows is pointlessly confusing naming convention? It's because of that Hungarian Magyar typing convention, whatever it's called. Hungarian syntax. Oh, bro, what is it called? Hungarian notation. That's it. Magyar notation. Wait, I was gonna say something. Anyways, we're gonna move on. I was gonna say something, but it's a bit bad. So, tab left, right. So we want a long left. I think I can just copy that, can't I? Okay, so now I can make tag rect. Like that, yeah? Oh. Caveman naming convention. What am I working on right now? First of all, welcome to the stream. Argile Prism. Second of all, I know I spelled that wrong. Relative. Third of all, I'm drawing this happy face. Yeah, very hard project. Basically, I'm just drawing this face on the screen using the Windows API. Because HandMade Hero, who I was following earlier, he's waffling too much. So, now, it wants a pointer, right? So, if I give it, do I need to dereference it? Try giving it dereference, so I don't dereference it, okay. So I'll just do prect. Let's try it now. Chat, help me. So I don't even need the pointer. Live, laugh, laugh errors. Okay. Let's try P. No, that wouldn't work because that's a pointer. Let's try dereference it. It's not gonna work, but we'll try. Okay, that just made... Bro. Why are there so many errors? Just let me compile my program, bro. Yeah, those C-struct declarations are weird. The first line is just a tag. Last line is actually the type. What? Explain yourself. Bro's been grinding for 2 hours. I'm gonna be grinding on something else for 2 hours if you don't shush. Alright, what the fuck? Okay, so strike tiger act. So I'm gonna remove that tag because we don't like Hungarian notation here. Actually, I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna end this one. Why is bro so mad? What are you talking about? Linux, what is that face? 1 sec, I need to make a poll. What happened in 10 minutes? I was getting ready for school. Linux, why did you keep putting that emoji? Guys, vote in the chat right now. Vote in the chat. Quickly, quickly. Oh, you were getting ready for school? What, you're telling me you have school on a Monday morning? What are you what are you like a nerd or something, bro? Guys, vote in the chat, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky. My school starts on Tuesday, so I've got another day of summer holidays left. Cap sensitive. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right. That's what the error said. You know what the error said? It said Hungarian notation is the primary reason why software developers don't have a job. I'm geeking out. I can't figure out how to do this get window rect function. It's not compiling, man. This thing is not compiling. Oh, that reminds me. Will, why aren't you promoting the Discord? I thought that was your job. Doesn't the struct need to be already in the header file? No. The struct is all included in windows.h. I just have to like define it. It's really weird how this works. Everyone listen to my good boy Will. You're working on a simple game of Raylib for my final project. You still got 3 years to go. Ah, so Moki's in university. Sick. I'm kind of stuck on implementing parallax backgrounds. Parallax backgrounds, that is really insane. I had a hard time doing that when I was using Unity with C#, and you're doing that in C++. Crazy. Anyone got resources for doing this? Let's see. Whoa. Can I ask why you're using assembly? Why are you using assembly? Moki, make sure to add the C++ role on Discord. Mochi. It's very interesting and complicated. Make an assembly role for Moki. You know what? Might as well. You might have removed the word type def. Type def, you don't need in C++, I'm pretty sure. If I understood what HandMade Hero said correctly, this guy here, he said earlier in the stream that you don't need to use type def when you're in C++. That is more of something you use when you're using in C, when you're writing raw C. But in C++ you don't need that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you don't need it. Can you show the errors again? I'll think about it. Let me do it real quick again. These are the updated errors. So all we're looking at is this bit of code up here on the top. Nothing else is relevant currently. And the only thing that's causing me problems is this. This second argument in the getWindowRect function. It's not tag-rect, it's tag-rect. We don't want a working program. Yeah, listen to the mod. Okay. Let's try now. Let's try now. Yeah. I think I see why it breaks. Please enlighten us, Board Gamer Maker. Okay, it says here it expected semicolon before rect, but that's obviously false. Prect was not declared in the scope. Did you mean receive? No. They aren't because there is no type def. Those names are struct should normally be separate. Okay, let's try it then. Let's try it out. I think we just got worse errors this time. I think yeah, it's better. Cannot convert rect star. The pointer rect. Why is there two pointers? Rect pointer pointer. Okay, I think it needs to get the address of operator. Let's try that again. That just made it worse. Let's look at the documentation. You're gonna go sleep. You got school tomorrow. Okidoki. I'm gonna end the stream soon as well, but I just want to fix this problem. I need to end the stream as well. Good night, Original. See you next time. Make sure you have sweet dreams about programming. Be the next 14-year-old prodigy and start dreaming about programming in your brain. Okay. So. So it's good you're ending soon. Yeah, we all need to rest. We've got like work tomorrow and stuff. Got like Paul Dan. Good afternoon, Sir Paul Dan. How are you doing today? On this fine evening. This is kind of weird. C++ keywords are not normally uppercase like this. It's uppercase because that's how the Windows API is, because of their silly Hungarian notation. Which reminds me, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Very cool to see someone following HandMade Hero. Always respect to people making things from scratch. Yeah. HandMade Hero, it's good, apparently. It's good. I'm gonna keep on using it for a few more days. Paul Dan, are you a C++ developer? Have you tried to delete the whole struct definition? Why would I try such a thing? Let's try it. Okay, while that AI slops up something, let's try now. It's already defined in the header, yeah. Yeah, right. Now that is something that should be obvious, Linux, but this guy, right? Every time he shows us a new method, a new function, as you can see literally right now, he took the definition implementation, he copy pasted it into the code, into the source code, but we're not actually using that. So he confuses us, he makes us write it, but yeah, and then he just deletes it after. So I don't get what his game plan is. Right. You've done some, yeah. You've been in the industry for, in general, since 2007. But mostly web. Very cool. I was still in the womb in 2007. You were programming when I was in the womb, that's crazy. Any particular reason to try WinAPI first? Personally, I'd avoid it at all costs. Well, I want to do app development, and I'm using HandMade Hero as a guide, and he's using it, so yeah. I want to make stuff without using other people's libraries. I want to make it from scratch. I like making things from scratch. It's cool. I'm not saying that I can make things from scratch, but it's cool, the theory. I'm not that good yet. If you're looking to try UI in C++, I'd try Qt. Yeah, I'm sure it's good, man, but I want to make it from scratch. I want to make my stuff from scratch. Okay, I've actually deleted it from the buffer. I've deleted the file from the buffer. Hopefully my code is saved. Please. Please, brother. Yeah. Okay. It's not working. I'm just gonna get AI to help me understand it, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So yeah, where is it? Okay. Oh no, it didn't. I don't think it saved my code. It's fine. So, rect is a struct itself. LP rect is a pointer to rect. So the actual pointer line is wrong. A pointer to a pointer. Bro, I thought we were storing the pointer inside the pointer. Fair, fair. Though C++ is full of foot guns, no harm in it if you're having fun. I am having fun torturing myself, yes. But nowadays I'd recommend skipping it and trying Zig instead for stuff from scratch. Yeah, there is someone. Yeah, my moderator Will, he uses Zig. He says it's pretty good. Thanks for the suggestion, but I'm gonna stick with C++ because I've got many reasons. I've got them all written down on my notes app, because I forget them sometimes. So, how do I fix it? Get window rect is like this, yeah. So we need the handle to the window and a long pointer rect. Yes, I know. So bool rect. Bro, that can't be true. I did that at the start of the stream. Well, not at the start. I did that like half an hour ago. It didn't work. It did not work. Okay? It returned 0. Rect chords. That can't be correct. That can't be. That can't be. Let's try it then. So it is gonna compile, probably. No? Okay, wait. Spelling error. So I'm pretty sure it will compile, yeah? But last time it also compiled. But the problem is, it returns 0. Look. It returned 1. Bro, this doesn't make any sense. See, it's always a good thing to learn anyway. Very fundamentals to all programming. Yeah, I'm learning C right now. What I'm doing is C. Right now. But yeah. I'm gonna rewind the stream a little bit. I'm 100% certain I did this exact code. Right? You see up here, bool rect, and then bool chords equals get window rect, and I put in the exact same parameters. And when I printed out to the console what the return type, what the return value was, it was 0, but now it's 1. So that's the confusing bit. So I got to rewind my stream and see what I did wrong. Ah. Alright, let me show you. Let me show everyone. You've returned with food, nice. What kind of food do you have, Seriton? You got a beef Wellington or something? Got some steak. Right, look. So, I hope you can see my mouse, yeah? Right. So what I did when I defined the rect variable was I made it the data type LP rect. I made it a long pointer to a rect. But what I should have actually done is just do rect. And then now it returned the correct value. And every time I move the screen, it updates. Ooh. Now it looks like a Shaolin monk. What's it called? Looks like a ninja. My drawing's messed up now. Okay. It compiles. Start up, yeah. Cool. I might add a nose, but I'll do that. I'll do that next time. Yeah. That's gonna be it for today's stream. That is gonna be it. It's bedtime now. It is very much bedtime. So yeah. Let's see. I don't know if there's an English equivalent, but it's what kebab shop sells here. Chicken plate. Never heard of chicken plate. It's probably chicken on a plate. Probably. Chicken plate, yeah, it's just chicken on a plate. I mean, you need to clear the screen and redraw each window size, resize event. You're probably right. I'll do that next time. Thanks for the help, Seriton. I appreciate it. Shawarma on top. Do you know what is on top? Let me show you before I end the stream. Let me show everyone right now. Don't leave yet. Let me show you what is on top. Sarmale, right? We got this one. And then we got Meech. Right. meat with mustard and sarmale with a platter of vegetables. My life. You don't like sarmale? Mods ban Linux right now. Ban Linux right now. Linux, you're literally disobeying your entire culture. You cheeky bugger, Linux. Absolute cheeky. But yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. Hope everyone has a good night. Yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.